One of the books that I read when I was starting out being an entrepreneur is Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Great book. I recommend picking it up. It's at the library. You can also get audiobook. One of the major things is it points out the difference between a middle class mindset, making $75,000 a year, basically it doesn't matter what income it is, and having a rich mindset at $75,000 a year. They make the same amount of money, but the approach is different. So with the W-2, they're going to pay out all their federal, state taxes, local taxes, property taxes, and then what's left, that's what you pay the rest of the liabilities, say your house, your car, any of your debt, credit cards, car loans, mortgage, student loans. And at the end of the year, you have nothing left, and you've paid $13,000 in taxes. You have zero assets, so nothing's going to make you money while you sleep. Effectively, every time you want money, you have to trade your hours for dollars. Now, if you have a rich mindset, same amount of money, $75,000. That's the average household income in the US at the moment. But they do it through a business. They pay all their bills through the business. These are all deducted because this is revenue. You don't pay taxes on revenue, you pay taxes on profit. So they pay their internet, their phone, they have a used car, they have a rental property or commercial real estate, they get some additional skills and training, they take people out, they get food, entertainment, discuss more ideas, build that network, go through an IRA or 401k or something like that. So if you have a traditional or Roth IRA, you can deduct the traditionals at this income limit at least. You have stocks, bonds, CDs, things like that, so other paper assets, and they'll still pay the utilities. At the end of the year, they have $0 of profit. Well, the big difference is that they have zero profit, so you pay zero tax on the federal and state. You would have $0 in local tax, and because it's a new property or you've made renovations to it, you may have 10 years of tax abatement on that new property, so zero tax. You have at least 3 new assets, being that commercial real estate, those new skills, your individual retirement agreement or account, and then if you can build your network through that entertainment and food, you have an expanded network on top of it. Plus, when you have property that's commercial, basically you can depreciate that over 39 years for commercial or 27.5 years for residential rental property. The big key here is that time is not equal to their money. If you want to make more money, you don't actually need to spend more time. You can actually decouple these, so then money is the function of a result. Here, your assets are making you money. When you do something, if you get a positive result, you make more money. So you make money while you sleep. And how do you do that? You do that with assets. If you have assets and rental property, businesses, paper, stocks, bonds, CDs, savings, commodities, inventory of products, intellectual property such as patents, music, books, art, acquiring new skills, having a good network, if you have good health so you could do more things, even having a computer and a phone. For example, I'm filming this on a cell phone. I bought this phone through a business. The phone is then being used to film this. I'm still going to make my own phone calls and use it as a phone. But the primary focus of the phone was to get, something for my business. But now I get to use it for other things as well. And I have a computer. So I also have, say, I deducted over a $3,000 really nice computer so I could do more videos and do editing and things like that. So guess what? From this, I now have an asset, say a YouTube channel that makes, a couple $1,000s a month divided by several YouTube channels. But I get to deduct all these things and they're considered assets. So before I pay any money to the federal government or to the state government or local or anything like that, I pay myself first. I buy things that are going to make me more money. And over time, these assets, as I acquire them each year, are going to pay me dividends, rent, interest, royalties, capital gains, and other things. So, and 1099s and some other things like that. And the beauty of this is that eventually you don't have to keep working for money. You can retire or you can change career paths. You can do what you want, take on only the projects that you want to work on. Do things that are important for your life and making you happy. It gives you a lot more freedom. Whereas if I never invest in any assets, I'm going to be stuck doing that till the day I'm retired. If I can retire, hopefully Social Security would be there. I don't plan on that being the case. So you might work till the day you die. So I don't want to do that. I want my family to have, assets that even if I passed away, those assets would be handed down to my wife and children, and effectively that would take care of them for potentially generations if they don't screw it up. But most of the time, 2 generations in, people lose all the money and wealth of a family. It's a big myth that, millionaires are actually given the money. 79% of millionaires were given nothing, and only 2% of millionaires were actually given enough to be millionaires. Well, if you find this interesting, please subscribe and have a great day.